I let my chopper off on Facebook Live, yeah. I'm doing every drug on Instagram right now. I let my chopper off on Facebook Live, yeah. I'm doing every drug on Instagram right now. Yep, dip dab, dip dip dab, dip dip dab. In 5 minutes you can skip this ad. In 5 minutes you can skip this ad. Yeah, dip dip dab. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Metaphors and metal nature, leave you dead on a stretcher. Comedic intelligence with a melanin texture. I'm addressing the elephant. You fellas are stepping a weapon. X on my skeleton to set off metal detectors. Yeah, tinted windows in a rental with a pistol, nigga. I can get you, but I'ma hit you on the instrumental presented by M-Ho. Yeah, and I'm M-Ho-Tep. Surgical like that medical expert. Now I got a 9-piece. Aim it at your mind. Better pray. Better find your God. I'm feeling like Pac. Better call on Yahweh. Amen. Ra, nigga, find Allah. Find Allah. Because I rip an artist to shred. That mean find your arm, leg, arm in your head. The shit inside of me is sick inside of me. Sticking gonorrhea, dick inside of a body that's already dead. I'm top dog like a bottomless pit. But I don't do tricks, except when I'm cocking your bitch. She in the mall shopping for shit, she throwing a tantrum. Damn, I mean copping a fit. Face it, you ain't shit, but me and my brother's able to shape shift. 1 minute I'm Demi, the other minute I'm Kenny, the other minute I'm ape shit. Julius.
There we go.
There we go.
We'll do it.
You did learn how to use Facebook, Gary. But
man, I don't know what you talking about, bro. I sent like 3 requests, everything, man. I think some of that mercury got in your nose from that light tube.
how are y'all doing? For everybody that doesn't know, this is Josh Sohm. He's the guy that does, more behind the scenes stuff for AWR, a lot of the booking stuff. A lot of people may have not met him and met Gary, so
yeah, he's the secret guy. He tries to hide all the time and put my ass out in front, but now, we put his ass in front of you.
Right. Hopefully we get some people building up in here. We usually don't do it this way, so.
Well, I mean, shit. Let me see if I can do this real fast.
All we gotta do is put like Jimmy Lloyd in the comment section.
Oh shit! Don't do that to me, Blake. Don't do that to me. Don't bring me that bad juju, Blake.
Definitely was gonna start talking about the show August 23rd.
Okay, what would you like to know? August 23rd is going to be
break down some matches. We can go through and talk about them.
Yeah. I mean, let me go ahead. Give me a second. My stoned ass always behind times real quick. You gotta give me a second.
Yeah, dude. Usually, if this was actually doing the right way, they'd be on the screen for me.
Yeah, see, but no, they making you work tonight, Blake. You done caused too much shit in MDK. They making you do some extra work tonight.
People are gonna tell me it's the worst one ever.
Oh,
they're gonna say, man, this is Blake kids on here.
That's probably because of me, but we won't tell nobody. We won't tell nobody. I'll take full credit for that. And Josh, his business, he blowing up right now. We on his phone. Everybody trying to call his ass while we on live.
Right.
But
businessman over there.
I mean, the matches I got so far, I can name them off. We can go one by one. You can give me any questions or something you want after them. I got Justin Kyle and Alex Ocean in a street fight.
Is that the main event?
Possibly. We always like to surprise people. I don't like to. I say every match is a main event.
You don't have an announced main event?
No, we never announce a main event. I want you to, be surprised on what match comes up. Just like everybody's walking down that doors, ladders, and chairs match should have been like main event, second main event. That was our opener. We started at all 5.
Right.
But I got a current.
That should definitely be a good one. A lot of people don't know about Justin Kyle, but I think they will really soon.
Oh, man. A lot of people sleep on Justin, man. I know it's because, he hasn't been around as long and he hasn't went state to state and got watered down by everybody, but I think that's a good thing. I think, hearing a lot about him, when people finally see him, it speaks for it.
All right. Yeah, a lot of people, they just seen his recent on IWTV. I know we talked about that.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on there, but that was not the Justin Kyle I know.
Hey, man, that ain't AWR. I can't really, I don't agree with what happened, but I know if you put it down the line, Justin Kyle's going to get payback. I don't care what anybody says. Ain't nobody going to treat Justin Kyle like that and not have something coming back for him. I feel like that ain't the last time we heard Justin Kyle whooping, going against boy. I think Justin Kyle going to come back for some revenge against him, but I mean, that ain't me, so I ain't worried about it. Ain't nobody treating Justin Kyle like that in AWR. I'll tell you that much.
Right. Yeah, and one good thing about tonight, guys, I'll actually be able to see the comments. So I see all these comments. Crystal saying that opener was fire.
Thank you, Crystal. I'll see you August
Everybody's
23rd.
saying what's up. Neil Cutter says, show your nips. I don't know if he's talking about me or you, but there we go.
There you go, Neil. Just for you,
There you
buddy.
go, Neil Cutter.
Just for you, buddy.
So what else we got? We got Dale and
You got Dale and Chuck Steen?
Chuck Stott.
Fine. My fault, Chuck. I love you still. It's gonna be a barbed wire massacre. I don't know. We doing everything barbed wire. I might just wrap Dale in barbed wire. Just everything's gonna be barbed wire. If you
So
come
we should expect a lot.
You're getting a beer with barbed wire wrapped around it during that.
No ropes. You ain't gonna
Man,
pull the ropes.
I guess you had to see, man. That's why I said I'm wrapping barbed wire around everything.
Around
I wouldn't
everything.
take the shit during that match. I might put barbed wire on the toilets. Fuck it, why not?
Put it everywhere. Rick Walton says August 23rd gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Everybody is hating on my whole family being in this group. We're all gonna be there.
Yeah. I love. It's an honor to have all the Waldens out. The Waldens are very good fans. I know Blake causes a lot of shit all the damn time, but you know the Waldens are very good guys.
And we appreciate that, man. You've rocked with MDKC since day one. You've been in here in the comment sections, I think even before the launch AWR show.
Yep.
So,
I'm a fan. See, that's why people get it confused. Like, once you get into the business, you can't be a fan no more. To me, that's ridiculous. Like, I love deathmatch wrestling. I comment on your guys' shit. I share your guys' shit. I love what you guys are doing.
yeah, man, we've always appreciated it. You've been in there, like I said, the whole time. So
I see you, Crystal. Hey, I'm down for it. You gotta talk to Josh about all that. But as long as you got your medic bag, you got a couple medic bags, we might be able to do something like that.
barbed wire web. See, so what else we got?
See, you got
terrible
attention,
memory.
Crystal. We got Kira and Corey Storm in the last man standing match. A lot of people have been sleeping on Corey Storm. I give Corey Storm a lot of credit. That's a really good worker. What's going on, Eric? I see you. And Kira,
be able to show Akira, you know, that Akira can go both ways.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Not in a weird way, you know.
That boy's a monster.
Yeah, man.
I've been rocking with him for a very long time, and I'm going to stay rocking with him. I don't care what anybody says about him or anybody's opinion on how good of a worker he is. He must be doing something right.
Yeah, man, absolutely. He's got a huge weekend this weekend, so shout out to him for this weekend. And Murdoch as well. I know you've told me that without those two guys, there's no AWR. So
yeah, be honest. Murdoch is the homie. Like, if I could, I wouldn't because it probably get me canceled. But if I could show you all the times me and John has messaged and talked shit to each other and all that, he's a real good guy, man.
Eric Montgomery's talking about the Kentucky governor. You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about that. He's talking about he's going to be cutting off the water and the electricity to people's venues.
10 o'clock curfew statewide.
We'd still do a show. Y'all better.
Talk about, I mean, like, apparently COVID's worse at 10:30, 11 o'clock. Like, I
guess the time of night changes if you can get close. So I guess you got to wear 2 masks after 10 o'clock, I guess. I mean, you got to cut it down.
Right.
Yeah,
of course, my dad just commented, said he's ready for Radrick and Murdoch.
Man, Cole Radrick and John Wayne Murdoch, you know, we announced that, and it seems like other people wanted to go and try to do the same match. They ain't going to do the same thing anywhere else that they going to do at AWR. And AWR, they're going to tear the fuck out of each other. I'll be honest. Both of them are looking forward to the match. I've talked to both of them by it. And man, Cole shocked people with G-Raver. And now I think with Murdoch, that's a whole different kind of style. Him and Murdoch is going to throw down.
Right. I've always said Cole Radrick's one of the more underrated guys. A guy that 4 years ago was nowhere near he is now 3-4 years ago.
I might get
Condition wise, shape wise, everything.
heat for it, but Cole Radrick is my version of J.C. Bailey. Just being honest, if Cole Radrick gets the attention that he deserves, that boy's the next generation, and a lot of people sleep on him, and that's why we will always fuck with him.
I've always wanted him to get that deathmatch shine because he hasn't really went in that direction yet. I think he would kill it there.
I mean, if you go back to the first tournament we did, him and G-Ray were tore down. They showed both.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, Cole, but I got the picture of Cole's ass after he went through the carpet strip table. You know, the boy really proved something that night.
Right. Yeah, Crystal said he was great at Southern Sickness. He was great at the GCW Backyard Show. Took the spot through the car with Gage.
Yeah, he did.
Mean,
I seen the aftermath of that. So, oh man, Vic. I see you, Vic.
Vic said, "Are we going that far? I wasn't gonna do it to him." Vic.
Give him the time, man. I promise. Give him the time. Oh, here we go, Blake.
Oh, it's already been in there. It's coming.
I mean,
we're letting the views get up.
Yeah, we got to turn the heat up later, man. You stick around. We'll talk about it.
Yeah. So I think we talked about I'd say the 3-4 main matches on the card, but I don't want to leave out the guys that you're trying to build up and those guys. So let's talk about some of those matches too.
I got Taylor Myers and Vinny Ratlock. A lot of people have been showing love to Vinny Ratlock lately. We got them in the musical instruments. I one called death match, but I know people get all pissed off at me if I call it a death match. So we'll just call it a music instruments match. We got Charlie Cruel versus the Open Challenge. I'll tell you all honesty, Charlie Cruel does not know who I have coming for. Nobody actually knows except for me and Josh and the woman that is coming in against her. So, that one's gonna be a good match. It's gonna catch a lot of people off guard, especially when the person that comes out that curtain comes out. Last but not least, I got
forward to that.
I got Ace Perry and Bastard Cassidy.
You say Ace Perry?
Ace Perry and
I didn't realize he was on that card.
Yeah, Ace Perry versus Bastard Cassidy. And Ace Perry is an amazing Indiana superstar. A lot of people sleep on him. We're gonna wake him up. Bastard Cassidy, he's kind of newer to this, but he's already created a name for being a very, very stiff guy to work with and a very big, big threat to anybody. And then the last match I got is Ware Spencer with Nolan Edwards and Dylan Dillinger versus Freddie Hudson and Miles Morales. That's going to be a good tag team action to wake up the crowd, because I'm telling you right now, a lot of people just see that as a filler. When them four are getting the ring, man, there's no telling what's going to happen. If people seen Fallout, which you can see at AsylumWrestlingRevolution.com, cheap plug, you go and check that out. Them two tore it down until Drew Skills and Justin Kyle came out, and even when they came out and they both tagged up, it caused something. A lot of people didn't know that Nolan Edwards and Dylan Dillinger could really go like that, and they really can.
Right. A lot of people are in here trolling. Dusty Norton, come on, man. Jimmy Lloyd's better than Ace Perry.
I don't know about that.
Better than Cole.
Come on now. He trying to get us to release the Demon Pass. He trying to get us to talk about it real quick.
Crystal Tuttle, shout out for Miles Morales.
Yes.
I can't really say much about him. I haven't seen him much.
Well, I mean, if you
heard that opener with him and Cole and all that was great, but I missed that one.
Yeah, you ain't allowed to do that anymore.
Right.
My bad, Cam. My bad. You got. My bad. My bad. I'm not the DJ. I don't be saying
no damn.
That.
All right, Cam.
Now I seen thick ass. What made Josh want to become a wrestling promoter? Because he's sick of bullshit ass promoters. We wanted to bring real wrestling to Indiana.
Oh, bad.
We didn't see it. Hey, and I said this. That was no shot. We, as fans, we didn't know independent wrestling was here in Indianapolis. We didn't start hearing about all these companies until after we started. Then all of a sudden, oh, well, this company's here, this company's there, this company. Like, whoa, where was these guys? We're wrestling fans. I didn't see no promotion, throwing flyers out around my neck of the woods. I didn't, so if it's a shot.
Right. Yes, you could say Indianapolis, but not Indiana.
Well, each their own.
I'll give you Indy.
I guess
Kinda.
I guess it ain't nothing but a showdown now.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that in a little bit too. Jimmy No Blood Lloyd. I guess we just gotta talk about it. The viewers will build up as we go. I really didn't even want to mention his name. I'm tired of hearing about it. So the question was, what do you think about people not bleeding in deathmatch tournaments?
I mean, me and you personally talked about this, and I still stick to what I say. If you're going to be in a deathmatch tournament, you're going to bleed. Every worker that worked our deathmatch tournament bled. I'm not saying it takes away, but death matches is just a certain level. If you go in there and you just look like you got tossed around a little bit, a little red from the bruising and the smacking, that ain't a death match to me as a fan, not as a promoter.
Right. And I don't know why everybody thinks that blood don't equal death match.
I've never seen a death match, through I was being a fan where, workers was just getting out of there, no color or nothing. Every CZW that I watched, all the IWAs that I've seen high end, it was always blood. It was mounds of blood. Now even ADT. now, even at our first tournament, ours wasn't the biggest gush blood. Ours wasn't people pouring down blood. I didn't have the craziest contraptions. I think our tournament still told the story that it was supposed to tell, but I still think you got to get color in a death match. That's just my opinion. I know I ain't nobody but a little Indianapolis promoter. Just like when Blake said it, he's just an administrator of a Facebook group. We allowed to have our own opinions. I'm just saying. A lot of people might not like it. I like Jimmy. I'll be honest. Jimmy, cool dude. But my opinion on
and that's kind of what I've said too. Like, Jimmy's definitely killed himself. I was at NGI, the last 3 NGIs. He took that spot with Schlack off the, rafters and everything. I mean, that spot was insane. The scissor spot with Takeda. I mean, I literally put matches of the year together last year for this group, and Takeda and Jimmy Lloyd was my pick for match of the year. So, I mean, he's had good matches. That wasn't really the issue. Just kind of, he didn't bring it.
Yeah, I mean, I put it like this. I marked the fuck out and was scared as shit when I seen the boy bury some fucking scissors in his fucking chest. Bruh, salute you. That was some crazy shit. I think the phone rang in on King at King. I'm just saying. My opinion.
That's all my issue was. Like Vic admin in here. He'll never forgive RSP. He'll never forgive Masada. He mentioned Nick Gage. He said Nick Gage did the same thing 2003. I mean, it's not just Jimmy.
No,
but it is kind of East Coast.
It's just, I guess, no one had the nuts like Blake to say it right in front of a motherfucker, I guess. I guess now you got workers wanting to whoop your ass, Blake.
Hey, but there's the workers that are like, hey, let this kid, have his opinion, and you need to bleed. I have a lot of workers that have said the same thing I said.
I mean, it's an opinion-based type thing. I mean, I see you, Aiden. Flocking for life, WWO, We World Order for life. Appreciate that.
But yeah, you mentioned ADT a lot, so we'll get off of Jimmy. We'll talk good deathmatch wrestling. What was, I don't even know what I was going to ask, honestly.
Something about ADT, but you had to throw Jimmy in there.
Like, what was ADT, like, the coming around for it and everything? Like, AWR originally wasn't really a deathmatch promotion, correct?
Yeah, correct. I'll let it be known. The whole story's been known. I'm a deathmatch fan. Deathmatch was always going to come to AWR. I just had to talk that guy into it first. he ain't the biggest, fan of the crazy shit that I have in my mind. He's like, no, he's the venue owner. He's the, the financial guy. So he has to worry about the bad shit if I fuck something up or somebody gets fucked up at one of our shows. And then I'll be honest, it wasn't really a shot, but a certain tournament got canceled, and I seen the knockback from it. A lot of fans were shitty. A lot of fans got mad that they didn't have a tournament here in Indiana that year, and that's why I went to Josh and I was like, bro, we got to do it now. Right now is the perfect time to do it because it's needed, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of great stuff on that. I do want to talk about, of course, the Kira Peter B incident.
I
We're gonna bring that
was
back
wondering
up.
when I was going to get asked about that one. I'll be honest. What do you want to know about it? How fucked up it was? Who fucked up? Let's see.
That's really the big question is why was the glass there?
The glass was turned down. Let that be known. We've let that be known.
I've heard that as well.
Everybody, and that's another thing. A lot of people got a chance to have a platform and speak on this before I did, and it was said before I said it. We both, me and Josh, turned down the glass. Where we fucked up, and it's take straight hands to heart. We should have destroyed the glass. We should have took it out to the dumpster, broke it, make sure nothing happened. But honestly, coming in it as my first deathmatch tournament, I thought I could trust, the workers to take care of each other, and I didn't have to really involve myself in that part. Once I say no, normally that's good enough. Normally it ain't an issue. When I say, hey, you can't do this, I've never had that issue after, and it found its way back out. I wasn't there. I was taking care of other things with other workers. As everybody sees me at shows, I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. So, I didn't know until I heard a worker say, oh, fuck, he's cut. And then I ran up from the back, poked my head out, and I seen, Akura passing, telling people to leave him the fuck alone, and he wanted to finish. He didn't want to go home yet, I guess, or, the situation that happened was so fast. They finished the match. He came to the back.
Akira said it was his idea to take the second one.
Yeah, so
he did say that when we interviewed him on here.
I didn't have no control of that boy. Try to control him. That ain't gonna work. But I know when he got to the back, and I'm bad with names, so when I fuck this up, excuse me, the guy that shot the heart away.
Oh, what is that guy's name?
I'm gonna get shit for this.
I am too.
Wimberg or something.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Waldridge. Jeff Waldridge.
He was there. Him and Crystal both was right there immediately. Kurt got his arm up in the air from his wrist. Waldridge, yes. Thank you, Dick. He had his arm up. They were going on his thigh. And I just walked up to him personally because, like I said, I've known Alex. I've known him for a long time. We booked him on our very first show. Back before death, I tried to talk him into death match, and he kept shooting it down. He's like, fuck no, I ain't doing that crazy stuff. Bye. So I just went straight to him. I said, are you okay? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, do you want to talk about what happened? Well, considering what happened, in the mood he was in, I know he didn't want to talk. And he told me, no, I'll talk to you later about it.
Right. Another thing I did want to talk about, actually, I got a lot of hate about from the Peter B thing. I got a lot of hate on that whenever I was hating on him. But I don't know if you remember whenever Trip Cassidy got hurt.
No, I couldn't say I know that moment, but you could probably refresh it in my mind.
He got a gash. He got a Murdoch gash on his arm. He got at one of the Prince of the Deaths, or So You Want to Be a Deathmatch Star, and I actually took that glass. So it's it's not, I gave it up to them, and it was JC and Trip, and the same thing kind of pretty much happened. So accidents do happen.
Yeah, yes, it does.
20-year vet like Peter. You gotta say no to the second one. That's all my issue was on that.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a worker, so I can't speak on what it takes to be a worker. I can't speak on how hard it is to take care. But I always got taught that the workers take care of each other, and that doesn't seem like what happened that time. Now I know from conversations that I've been told that Alex and Peter have worked their situation out, and you know everything's good there, but it still left a bad. I'd hate to say that's the way ADT really got noticed. That's really what got attention. I don't like bad stuff bringing the reason we get attention. I really don't.
And the reason that it should have got attention was definitely the rejects and the hooligans.
Yes, definitely.
And now that the hooligans are gone, you know, retired from wrestling, I mean, that's definitely like the last, other than what they did at VOW, you know, their actual last match or whatever. I think it was there.
I mean,
that's really
that pretty much
that was their
sold
go
our
away.
tournament. I won't lie. Them boys went ape shit. Like, I told them to go crazy just because of what the name of the match was. And they went way past what I thought. I'll be honest. They did amazing.
Yeah.
As
That was
you
another
said,
one that reached top 10 match of the year on this page last
yeah,
year.
I was going to say, I think it was third. Beat out a whole
Yeah, it
bunch
was
of
up
boys
there.
that are bigger than me, but I love that. I really salute John and the Rejects and the Hooligans for that, man. They really put us up there with that shit. When I seen that shit and I seen who we beat out, you know, for third place, boy, my nipples got hard as hell.
Yeah, man, it had to be up there. Like, I was putting it over for, just like, I mean, Murdoch and Akira. You know, that match really wasn't seen that much, and I'd put that match over for months and months and months as one of the best death matches of the year.
Yeah.
And that was just gussets and doors.
Yeah,
That's all it
ICW's
took.
got something on their hands when those two go at it. I'll tell you right now, that's definitely going to be
Yep.
a
That's
bar
tomorrow night.
So, yep, I know.
Tomorrow night.
AWR's baby boy, Del Patrick's going to be out there.
Yeah, that's another guy I was going to talk about, man. Talk about blood. He really bled at King of the Death. Taped it up, bled through it, worked another match. I mean, the guy never gets enough credit. I mean, other than like he won VOW tournament, won Lord of Anarchy. I mean, and he won your tournament.
Yeah,
but
I mean, he deserved that, to be honest.
Other than that,
I
he's
think
really
he
never got that
honestly,
shine.
in my opinion, but you know, I'm talking about someone else's show. I think he deserved King. I think the final of King should have been Slack and Dale. That shouldn't have been no second round match. That match right there should have been the final. But that's once again, that's me being the fan and booking somebody else's show. So
I like the swerve personally. And like honestly, like I really said that the fans on this group and everything screwed Slack. Because Ian's the kind of guy that's gonna wanna mind fuck you. You know, he's gonna wanna make you think, make you want more.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't want Slack to be obvious. You know, that's really what
it was. I'll be honest, I agree with that because if I pay attention to your guys' page, and all through your guys' page, everybody kept saying Slack was going to win it. Slack was going to win it. So, you know, I salute him there with not going with what the fans wanted because it really did turn it. Now, the finish, I don't know if I'd have done something that way, but hey, it's not my company to do. So I'll try. I learned from certain conversations to keep my mind on AWR and not worry about what other people else are doing.
Zach says the best thing I've ever said. What, the fan screwed Slack? Essentially, everybody commenting screwed Slack. That's my take on it.
I seen something. Dusty Norton. What do I think about Ian's comments on Akira? Retarded.
I'll even say that's just craziness.
That's I know that comes from something different. I know there's a little bit more story behind that because I know him personally, but that's stupid. If you can't see what I keep trying to call him Alex because I know his name, but if you can't see where Akira has came from and where he's at right now, and you can tell me that he ain't worth shit and he's a pussy, come on, man. You see that boy had a $50 hole in his stomach from Matt Tremont?
Yeah, man.
You come on, man. You know the boy went and got
no
over
reason.
2 million hits off of a video of him doing something if he wasn't worth nothing. Come on, man. Move on with the personal problems and stop trying to dog people because you don't like them.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better, really. I mean, you can say you don't like the guy or whatever, but I mean, it was sparked by his work. But I mean, that was also, 2 years ago. And really, I mean, Akira launched after he went to Mexico.
Yeah, 100%. Akira found
You know,
himself.
so-
He found out, and that's what I always told him. I seen something in him. And then I guess he found it. And it took being with, Aiden, John, and Reed down in Mexico. And that boy came back up. He was totally different when I seen him the first show afterwards. He was ready to jump in head first.
Was that his first death match in the U.S.?
Yes. From what I'm told, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but from what I was told,
I thought it was.
That's why
I thought it was the second one
I
ever.
thought it sucked. It went the way that it did.
Right. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the best. Like, I mean, there was a comment thread in here a couple of days ago where people was talking about, the top 5 in the country today, and he mentioned that he wouldn't, he's not, went long enough to be on that list and everything. But
He's creeping up on that
on the
list.
right
I'll tell you
track.
that right now. He really creeping up on that list a lot faster than what guys on that list has been here for 10 years.
Mm-hmm. And I think he'll itch up this weekend, even though Sunday's got the other guy that I'm not really a fan of. But if Akira can get a good match Sunday, he's the GOAT.
I promise you he gonna bleed. I promise you he gonna bleed.
We're gonna make him. Hard Way by Akira.
Akira
That's the next film.
That boy a weapon for a reason, right?
Yeah, but that's all 3 of the rejects will kill it this weekend at the circus. Which, by the way, guys, I mean, that looks like the greatest 2 days of deathmatch wrestling I've possibly seen in the last 4 to 5 years, if not longer. I mean, this is an amazing 2 days. Anybody that's not paying $10 a month for that to watch that, it's just insane.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'll probably pay and watch that. I don't watch a lot of shows.
I know you don't, man. I'm really talking to you. You need to watch it. Watch your boys kill each other tomorrow.
ICW, I fuck with them. Danny, holla at me. Let's do something.
Yeah, man. They're definitely on the right track right now.
Yeah, I believe right now, hey, give it another year of ICW doing what they doing, they're gonna be that fit to be at. A lot of people are gonna change their opinions on who's on top if Danny keeps doing what he's doing.
Right. Well, back to the tournament, I was going to ask about. We talked about it then. It hasn't really been brought to light to many people. You ran really low on time there. You think that affected the tournament at all?
I do. I'm glad that we have the fans that we do have, and they understood the situation that we got put in. That we had 5 hours, I think it was 5 or 6 hours to run our tournament. Shit happened. Josh wasn't in charge at that time on the venue situation, so we had to go with what was gave to us. We got told that they moved the concert, everything was going to be good. I guess date situation happened and they couldn't move the concert, so they had to have it that night. Our 5-6 hours got cut down to 3. Plus, we had to clean up in that time too. So I really had to squash a 5-6 hour tournament down into 3 hours. So,
right. And that kind of killed that venue as well.
With that being said, we did the best we could. Like it was just said, that first round. The first round was fucking amazing.
That's what I told you, man.
But we had to do what we had to do after that to get to the point that we were getting to. I still had 2 more rounds that are missing.
Got cut completely, right?
I pissed off fans doing 2, multiple men matches, but I couldn't do nothing else. It was either us cancel the tournament or do the matches that we did. Now, I think the fans would have rather us stick to what we said.
Right. I mean, like I told you, I mean, the tournament overall was great, but it was definitely first round heavy.
Yeah, very. The next one won't be.
Right, and that's what we're going to talk about next. Whenever anybody thinks of Gary Emmitt and AWR, they think 32-man 3-day tournament.
I was
That's what we all think about. Do you have any plans of that happening? Talk about the cancellation of it.
What happened with that? First of all, the venue that we were going to have it in, we couldn't get into. So that put us in a rush to try to find somewhere else. I had over 32 people. I'll promise you that. I even had promoters that was talking shit about me, saying that I wasn't going to be able to pull it off, messaging me an hour after they posted their shit, talking shit to me, asking if they could get on it. You know who you are. I still like you, but you know who you are. So
I mean, everybody's gonna want to be a part of it, man. I mean, it's never been done. So if you're a deathmatch worker, and why wouldn't you want to do it?
Yeah, I mean, but don't trash me for trying to do something different. I know as a promoter, it's a headache. I had to deal with it. I know that. I know, but there was a reason we were trying that. We were trying to be different. We were trying to do something that has never been done, and there's still this much of me that wants to do it. Josh still wants to do it.
Just that much?
Well,
just that much?
We're trying to save face right now. Yeah, Josh wants to do it more than I do. I mean, be honest, I got the people. Well, we got the people. We got the names that want to do it. It's just the situation is I'm not going to do, and this goes for 32, or let me say we are not going to do a deathmatch tournament until we can pull deathmatch crowds. Indianapolis is raping us right now. They really are killing the vibe on events. And unless you have it outside and unless you have people 6 feet apart, we're going to pull 100 people. We're going to go broke. I'm going to end up going back to my 9 to 5, working a pawn shop or something. I'm not trying to do that, So why am I going to not give somebody what they want? The fans still want it. I mean, I get told all the time, personally, I know one person I'm talking to that wanted to know about the 32 man. It's still a possibility. But me and my partner both had agreed we will not announce nothing to do with the tournament until it's 100%. Until it's going to happen. Is it going to be 2020? I'd like it. Is it a big possibility right now with COVID? Probably not, but we'll see. We'll drop it when we learn from our past mistakes, and we were always eager to drop stuff and eager to announce shows, but we wasn't ready. Now we're ready. Now we're not announcing anything else until it's 100%. And I'll tell you, it's coming, but I'm not going to say nothing until it's ready.
Right. We got a couple questions that I know promoters don't necessarily like. What's the thoughts on being on Fight TV, not necessarily the thoughts, but the possibilities of it?
The possibility, that I Fight TV, holla at me. I mean, it's really pretty much is that I've been asked this question about Fight TV. I see it right there, your pops says. I've seen IWTV. I've seen people ask me when I'm going to be on Smart Mark videos. I've reached out to all of them. If they don't show no interest, I know the business side. Business side is I can make the same or if not more doing it the way we're doing it. So it's really just pretty much their brand, rocking with our brand. I ain't show no interest back. They ain't show no interest back. But if they don't want to show no interest, we'll do it our way. I mean, plain and simple. And when they come holler at me and we hot, I'm going to need a better deal, dude.
Right. Michael wanted to know, will you ever pull the trigger on Chewy versus Gage?
I'd like that match. I won't say, it's what I'd want to do with Gage, but as a fan, that would be a badass match. That would be nasty. It'd be a very bloody, crazy-ass match.
And, of course, that sparks another one of my questions. Do we have any chance of Nick Gage being back here soon with the recent pull out of the last show?
There is no heat between us and Gage at all. Me and Gage have talked. Josh and Gage have talked since then, even before the injury. The situation was a transportation issue. That's all it was. I know Nick don't do these type of things, but if Nick speak on it, I'm 100%. I'll say 98 unless he got some heat for me. He's keeping secret. He'd say the same thing. I tried. I was on the phone with Nick Gage till 4 o'clock in the morning trying to get him here. So, you know, everything was tried. There's no problems between us. The door is wide open. Whenever he does that recovery and he gets his body right, that door is wide open. He wants to come on, come on. Let's do it. I'm not going to beg nobody to work, but if he wants to come out and work, he's coming. You know, that's pretty much all it is with us engaged. There's no hard feelings. There's no heat. The fans even, you know, we had no fans want refunds. So, I mean, the fans wasn't even really mad at him for it.
All right. You see this comment by Johnny Federico? You're going to love that one.
Which one? Let me see.
It says Akira versus Gage would be awesome.
Yeah, it would have been. We'll just put it like that. It was going to be.
It was going to be awesome. He's from a different country and everything, man. That's crazy he said that.
Yeah, Akira and Gage was definitely on the top of my list. I'll put it that way.
All right. Zachary wants to know what's your dream death match for 82.
Is that what people I got or just overall?
That can be unrealistically.
Unrealistically?
I'd say they have to be alive. But you know.
Nick Mondo versus Akira.
And I know you've been hitting up Mondo because I've seen that in one of our threads here lately. What was that about?
First of all, let it be known, Mondo's a homie. People that know me personally, they know I have issue. I have a stomach issue. I have chronic pancreatitis. I deal with hospital trips every other fucking month. It's a bitch. At one time, I was almost dead and out, and I received a very nice video out of nowhere from Matt. I'll call him Matt just because he approached me as Matt. He didn't approach me as Mondo. We talked back and forth before that. This is before I was even in the business. We talked as me being a fan and me hunting him down on Facebook. And we've talked a lot. Now I consider him a real close friend. I've went to him with a lot of opinions and questions. He taught me a lot when we first got into this. He opened that brain of mine. And yes, if there's one person that I'll ever do whatever I can to get into AWR, it is Nick Mondo. He like, I know he's retired. I know he don't want his name involved with deathmatch anymore. But hey, a boy can pray and wish and hope and dream. I don't think Nick Mondo got the lead he deserved to leave on. To be honest.
Yeah, that'd be amazing though. I'd like to see Akira with a lot of guys like that, like younger guys. He reminds me of a lot of like Mondo.
Akira and Supreme in the first tournament or the second tournament. You know, a lot that's been released, you know, by Alex. But you know, I set that up. Supreme was excited. Rest in peace, Supreme. I appreciate him a lot. You know, I thought the way Supreme played it to me, everything was okay. So, you know, I had high hopes. Everybody kept messaging me asking, is he still going to be there? And I thought he was because of what I got told. And he was really looking forward to it. So, I mean, even more to the comment earlier, Supreme saw something in Akira.
You keep commenting on here September 26th, so you really want to talk about that, I assume.
Man, that's Josh commenting on my phone. He knows that I got some pretty shit for September. We got some pretty ass shit for September. I mean, we can. We can talk about the name that we're ready to drop. You know, making his debut September 26th. We're gonna be having Raven Havoc come out. That's official MDKC. You know, nobody else knows that. I ain't even put that out on my Facebook, and everybody knows I put that all over my Facebook first. We got Raven Havoc coming out the 26th. You know, I said it before. I heard there's going to be a little face-off or something. What was it called? A showdown? Yes. There's going to be a showdown September 26th. We got guns blazing, baby. We ready for the showdown.
Ready for the showdown.
We also got.
We could put Murdoch on blast since he's in this right now.
Go ahead.
Where's Murdoch gonna be September 26th?
I don't know. Where is Murdoch going to be September 26th? Murdoch, why don't you go ahead and answer that, Mr. AWR, baby? What are you supposed
It's
to
the AWR poster boy.
No. Can you let me know that, John?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. He's going to be wrestling for these other guys. I mean,
To be clear, though, to everybody, it was not a declared war. The Emerson's booked that Sunday. Let's not make these guys look like they're really going at these other promoters. You know, we're not.
we normally book Sundays. The issue with that is, and we announced this show, if people pay attention to our show, we announced this show before, I think it was before last show. I announced we were
See,
doing
I didn't know that. I didn't think it was announced at all.
Yeah, we announced it. I just ain't done nothing with it yet. I've been so busy about August and hyped about August. We've been, pushing August. So, September 20, we were going to do the 27th. Venue owner right here of the Emerson, Josh looked at the calendar and found out the 27th was already booked. We can't make other people, once they, done did the business and done contracts got inked, we can't make somebody move. So, we had to do the best thing, and we've always wanted to try a Saturday show, be honest, so we was like, hell, we'll do the 26th. Next thing you know, everybody named Mama want to do a show September 26th in Indiana. So, yes.
Is that the same day that the unsanctioned is, too?
Yeah, they came out like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks later, they're doing a show in Indiana. I'm like, fuck, here we go. And then another guy from Jeffersonville, I guess he decided he wants to come up here and have a showdown. I'm like, okay, all right, here we go. We ain't going nowhere. Our card has not
Answer this
changed.
question from Dusty Norton. He says, since I can draw so much heat from fans and workers alike, why don't I enter the tryout show to be a manager? It's actually a pretty good idea.
I mean, I
could do it on the Facebook group.
Don't worry about the tryout show. You can come on down here to the Emerson Theater starting September 7th. The AWR Dojo head trainer Dale Patricks, and we'll get Blake in there.
We'll get him in there. I think everybody would love that. Would AWR hold the Blake versus Jimmy? Would y'all hold that match?
Have you versus Jimmy? Yeah, I'll do it without you. Wait a minute, I can't say that. There's liability issues in that.
Don't do that.
We'll wait until he's trained, and then we'll have that match. Like, shit, we can have that in August if you're down. Come on. I can't have any trained workers. I'm sorry. Never mind.
I did message Jimmy today. I don't think he'll message me back, but I want everybody to know I did message Jimmy today and try to book him for a death hour. So if he does respond, it will be me and Jimmy on the death hour, and we will go at it. I'm waiting on Jimmy's comments. He hasn't said anything. I really want him to say something.
Dusty Norton, we got into the business the only way we know how. We just came up and put our foot on it and said we coming in. Nobody let us in the business. We got a lot of help when we first came into the business because everybody swore up and down, you can't be in the business unless a legend or a veteran brings you into the business. No, we came running in head first. That's how we got it. Josh is a promoter. I'm a wrestling fan and hip with a lot of the wrestling business. He came to me for another avenue of income. I was like, hey, motherfucker, let's do a wrestling show. And, nobody's doing wrestling shows. Let's do it. Almost 3 years later, here we are.
Talk about September 26th. What's the show time on that?
The show times are like the same time it always is. Doors open at 6, first bell at 6:30. It's an indie show, so always remember it might be 7 by the time we actually had that first bell.
Right. So there will be a Cobb dating at 4.
No.
There won't be none of that.
No. I'll put it like this. Fallout came and we had 190, I think it was 195, and we had to turn down 30 to 40 people at the door. So I don't care if you even get a ticket, you better be there early, and that's for any show. I mean, be honest. September 26th, we got, we also are doing a mini tag team tournament that will lead into a match in October for our debuting tag team titles.
And you working on all the other belts as well? You gonna have all the different divisions?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not ready yet to spill the beans, but I put it like this: we got 5 belts on the way. I'll let everybody decide what they think they are, what they're here for. If I'm just keeping them to look cool with all these damn belts, or trying to be ultimate dragon, But yeah, we got 5 belts on the way.
Michael Thick wants to know thoughts on American Giant. He knows you've watched all those shows. What's your thoughts on those guys?
Man, bro, I think he disrespected the fuck out of the deathmatch community. And I was there with Phoenix, kid. I see you, Phoenix. Hey, whenever you ready, you come on, man. We've already had this discussion. When you ready, come on. But I was in there with Phoenix. I was in there with Kira. I was in there with everybody when the boy disrespected the hell out of deathmatch wrestling. Then when he started getting deathmatch wrestlers coming at his fucking throat, well, I didn't say that, bro. We saw you talk that shit. We saw you mention who you were trained by, and they had death matches and hardcore matches before. You said that no good wrestler or trained wrestler, I think it was, would do deathmatch. There's a lot of names in this business that is doing very well for themselves or have done very well for themselves that started off or have done deathmatch wrestling. So don't disrespect us. We mad fans.
I think that was your only complaint you've ever had with the Death Hour.
Yeah, that is. I think y'all waste y'all time with him, but I know what you do it for. I'm in promotion. I know what y'all do it for. So I'll go in there and crack jokes.
I'm personally not a big fan. I will say I'm personally not a huge fan, but if I don't know if you've seen just 3 days ago, I put out a post who you want to see on the Death Hour. I would kid you not, 5, 6 people said American Giant again. He's already been on twice. So, I mean, they can't get enough of it. Can't get enough of it. Phoenix Kid, you know how he thinks about him?
Let's see. Last question, Gary. What is your dream match you could do? Mine? I'll let Josh answer too. My death match ever that I want and I'm still working on is John Wayne Murdoch versus Ian Rotten in a tie-pay death match.
And that was what Rotten to the Core.
I mean, that's what it was supposed to be, but
I've heard a lot of mixed things about that.
What do you mean?
I've heard Ian was never contacted. Maybe somebody else needs to tell him.
I guess Ian, John Williams, attention, AWR owners, you and John Wayne Murdoch in a type A death match. Whenever you froggy, come on, let's do it. I'll pay you. I promise. We won't give you just a hot dog and a handshake, bro. We'll take care of you. You never heard that about us. All our workers are always taken care of. We feed our wrestlers.
He said, I knew Rotten to the Core involved Ian.
That was the plan. When I came up with the name, the plan was we wanted, before John Wayne was on King, when they still had, whatever animosity was between them, we were trying to get in the middle. And we always hear that we got beef and we were trying to start hell with Ian. If I was trying to start hell with Ian, I wouldn't try to book him. I grew up watching Ian and Axel. I was a good friend with Axel. I mean, I was trying to help him create a website before all his shit went down. So there ain't no animosity.
I mean, just like anybody else, anybody that would hate on Ian and anybody that loves deathmatch wrestling, that's what they started watching. So,
yeah,
you gotta respect that where it is.
That's what it is, and I mean, it might be a different situation nowadays, but the respect for what Ian has done for the wrestling industry, I can't take it away from him. I know he has a lot of hell going on him. I know he's coming to Circle City for a showdown, but there's no disrespect our way towards. Just better have a good ass card that night, because I know we got a barn burner.
All right. I mean, I really think it's good for Indiana. I mean, I don't understand why they're all on the same day, but I think competition's great for wrestling.
Yeah, that's what I want.
That's the same thing I say about ICW New York versus GCW.
I'll tell you what.
IWA versus GCW.
We'll do it like this. We'll have an official door clicker at every show.
Right.
And we get AWR fan t-shirts.
Let me see.
Yeah, where can we get the shirts?
You can go to
He's
Teespring.
doing my job for me.
I know, right? Josh is behind me reading the comments, spitting them in my ear, which ones I need to read. And, but you can go to Teespring right now. We're working on the Pro Wrestling Tee site. Everybody wants us to do that shit. We're trying on that shit. Right now it's on Teespring. Go get you a mat. I got an AWR shirt on. You know, Boss Man, Elder Boss Man AWR shirt. Hell, if you need a place to hide all your gimmicks, you can go ahead and get you an AWR fanny pack. You know,
There you
that's
go.
all the weed, the somas, the flocka, you know, whatever you need to put in there. We got over there, you can get anything. Get a coffee mug. I'm working on AWR dildos for Casanova just so he can have a good looking devil dick, you know.
Man.
Never seen that.
Is there copies of these shows yet?
On DVD or?
Yeah, DVD, digital copies, either one.
DVD, no, we don't mess around with DVD because a lot of people don't buy DVDs. I'll be honest. That's going to be a future thing. But at the moment, we had DVDs and nobody, you know, wanted them. And I'm not losing a whole bunch of money buying DVDs for no reason. My wife will throw the motherfuckers away. You can go to www.asylumwrestlingrevolution.com and you can stream. We actually got 2 or 3 events on there for free right now that you can see. If you don't want to go there, you can go to High Spots Network. We're involved with them. You can go to Internet Wrestling on Demand. We're involved with them. You can go to Power Slam TV. We're involved with them. You can go to our YouTube. We got free shows on our YouTube. You can go to Asylum Wrestling Revolution. You can find some Asylum Wrestling Revolution if you really look for it. If you go to
All those
Google,
people
just
that are
type
on
that
here
shit
trying
in.
to bootleg wrestling.
Hey man,
Go watch some free AWR.
I might even go to Extreme Wrestling Torrents and start uploading my shit for free, just so motherfuckers can find it somewhere.
Right. I know everybody's always looking for that. It's one of the most hated things in this group.
I feel you should pay for your wrestling, but I mean, shit, Tech-9 made it to be a millionaire off of starting off bootleg, so.
Right. Dusty said he's going to check it out, so that's a good plug.
Blake, have any more questions for us?
What's going to make AWR deathmatch shows different than everyone else?
Well, when I say it, it ain't no shot, but we actually involve wrestling in our shit. I feel our death matches are more strong with wrestling. It ain't just spot. We actually give the deathmatch wrestlers a show that they can do more than just spots. You know, I have aspirations to have a lot of these deathmatch guys that are only deathmatch only come in and start not doing deathmatch. Start showing how they can actually go in the ring and not need weapons, because a lot of these guys can go. They're just not gave the opportunity. And
Right.
we're cool as hell to hang out with, and we do fun shit.
Yeah. Y'all are pretty cool, I guess, man. We have a pretty good time.
I guess. Thanks, Blake. I appreciate that. Fuck you, too. You were saying that in my backyard.
Yeah. Undisclosed location, Gary. Come on
fuck
now.
them. I don't give a fuck. Tell them to come see me.
Undisclosed.
It's disclosed now.
Man.
I think it was disclosed.
Well, I'm going to give everybody, another 5-10 minutes. They want to get some questions in for these guys. I think I'm about tapped out. I mean, when you said versatile and, not spot, you know who came to my head?
Who?
You know, somebody that ain't going to take a bunch of spots.
I don't know who you were talking about, Blake. You might need to go ahead and use it verbally and let them know.
Gotta ask about it.
Look, I gotta have some wrist tape on him or something Sunday.
Boy, I'm telling you,
drip on the camera blood.
He fucking with Alex. He fucking with Akira. He gonna bleed. I promise that. Akira, if you're reading or watching, you better make that boy bleed. You show him what we do around here, man.
Yeah. I think it should be a wake up for him. I mean, I feel like really he's read all this stuff on here, and I think he'll actually come out and kill it. I really expect it.
Dusty, what's the overtop weaponry y'all don't use? Thoughts on Deep South? Weapons we really stay away from is like pigeon spikes. I'm not doing something that's actually going to kill somebody. We've been,
upward razor blades.
yeah, we're not doing the razor blades, shit like that. I'm not here to really cause a death match.
No razor blade bore, Gary?
Well,
It's a razor blade. I thought you was gonna say no razor wire.
no, it's
I
each
get
their
that.
own. I mean, if I can talk this man into it, I can do it. Me, I don't want to put my work
I
with
had to talk him into light tubes the other day, it sounded like.
Do what?
I had to talk him into light tubes the other day, it seemed like.
Man, I'll put it like this, and I've been asked about this a couple times. It's more about safety around us during COVID. The state is already on our ass. If we remember correct, they were so up our ass about moving our date and then let other people run in our state because of shit we do. We don't want to get our venue shut down. That's the biggest thing ever. And like you said, Curran and John Wayne Murdoch gave you a beast ass death match. Was there any light tubes in that one? They had 2 on the door. That was it.
Yeah.
You don't need it. Me personally, you don't need it. If you can tell a story without light tubes, ain't that better?
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, like I said, I can't. I've never enjoyed a full deathmatch show with no light tubes. I've enjoyed very few death matches with no light tubes. That was one of them,
See,
but very few times.
Johnny, any crossover shows? Hey, tell them to holler at me. We reached out. Let it be known. We reached out to GCW a long time ago and tried to do a show with them with interest because we had a big ass venue. Never heard nothing back. I've reached out to Danny. I'd love to do AWR and ICW. Nothing has moved forward. Hey, any promotion that wants. That's how we got into this. To let it be known, we got into this in a cross promotion show. Someone helped us out when we needed help. So we use the Cold Show to get our name out there. We all for working with people. I do an IWA AWR show. Gotta make sense though.
Right. Yep. Do you all have any plans of going like outside of Indiana?
Yes.
I know you're really
Very,
home based and you love Indianapolis, but
yes. I can't say when, but yes. When let this COVID stuff keep it where I can actually do shows and not have to worry about restrictions. Yes, we will go out of state.
We're gonna be
speaking of the double shows, Zona is doing a lot of that.
Did you hear that?
What's up?
Chicago and
No.
Lansing, Michigan.
That's coming very soon. I'll let him handle that stuff. He's the venue guy. So you want to know if we're going out of state? There you go. You heard the names. Very, very
I got you. Very soon.
We're actually
That's
taking
awesome.
over a venue out in Lansing, Michigan. It's going to start the minute COVID ends.
Is that like Horror Slam area?
No, it's outside of it, but we look forward to working with Horror Slam on a show out there also.
Awesome. Yeah, you thought anything about Zona 23? That's what I was gonna say. They're doing a lot of double shows right now.
I mean, we down. They're going to have to come to my neck of the woods, though.
No. You gotta go to Mexico.
I don't know if they're going to let me back from Mexico. I might stay, brother. I might stay. I heard they got a lot of love down there, bro. I might end up staying down there. They might start calling me El Gringo.
I didn't think Akira would ever come back, man. I know he's dying to go back to Mexico.
I mean, I'd love to go down there.
Aiden's another guy. Murdoch, Reed.
Well,
everybody that's went there.
if I go down there, picture this: AWR versus Zona. Those are going to be the names I take, right?
Oh yeah.
That I'm taking John. I'm taking the rejects. I'm taking all of them, bro. I'm bringing our heaviest hitters.
G-Raver when he comes back.
Tell G-Raver how.
Phoenix Kid's another guy. He went to Zona 23. Forgot about that. All right. Anybody has any more questions, I'll get those answered. I don't want to take too much of their time.
Rathbone, it's up for discussion. We're trying to make room for everybody. I won't say he won't be, and I won't say he will be. I guess you really just got to wait until the match card is released.
All right.
Deep South. Oh yeah, I forgot. Deep South. I fuck with the dude Cody from out of Deep South. I've never really got.
He's in here watching, man.
That's
I
the
know you
homie.
put him over to me.
Yeah, he's. I see. I hate to say it because it sounds like a broken record. I see something, boy. I think if he gets out of that Deep South stuff and starts getting himself around other areas and other type of death matches, then I think he could actually be something around it. And I look forward to seeing him in September.
Mm. You actually didn't answer that part of the question, did you? Really, about Deep South?
Deep South, no, that's pretty much what I really don't. It's not my style. I'm not a spot guy. I loved what Aiden and Nikura did out there. That was a good match. They actually, had some work in there in between spots. I don't like carnival shows, not no show ICW. I love their little shit they got going on, but I don't like that shit that really don't have no story. I need a story. So I can see Blown Spike for $5 a piece. Just seeing
Hey,
fight for a reason.
is he watching on the other phone?
Yep.
It's echoing.
No, the volume's down on it, brother. You smoking that shit?
I don't know.
You smoking that shit?
No, you sound totally different.
Yeah, you smoking that shit. Yeah, volume's muted, man.
This is the same thing I've been trying to say. My dad commented on here. Can we get Alex Cologne at AWR? Josh messaged me. He said, "Is there any deathmatch guy you want to see in Indiana?" And I said, "It's Alex." I said, "It's Alex Cologne." And he said, "Anybody else?" And I said, "It's Alex Cologne."
Well, I put it like this: he has already contacted him, and no bark back yet. Tell the fans to get a hold of him. Let's make it happen.
Alex Cologne, I talked to him today, and he will be on the Death Hour within the next week or two.
Well, if you talk to him today, when you go to hit him up again to do the deathmatch shit, you tell him, "Hey, Gary and Josh from AWR really want to bring you to Indianapolis."
Right. Yeah, that's definitely who I wanted to see. He asked me like 3 times, and I said, "That's the guy."
Yeah, we want him out here. We've reached out. We've done our part, just like we do every other time. We put the filler out there. If you want to do something with it, our thing is we're not gonna beg people to work for us. And this is no shot. This is no big head shit. It's just all honesty. In a week, I got 30 to 50 wrestlers messaging us wanting to work with us. If I put the filler out to work with you and you don't want to get back with me, I move on to the next one. I got people that I forgot that I'm supposed to bring out. And I've talked to them about it, and I got so many people hit me up. If you want to work AWR or you want to make some money, come on, let's go.
Right. Yeah. And a couple other people's talking about Shane Mercer.
I miss G Raver too, Johnny.
G Raver's my favorite.
Yeah.
Thank you for the kind words. Can we get
anybody talk to G Raver lately?
I've talked to him. It hasn't been really lately. I try to send him positive messages every now and then. Hey, bro, thinking about you, because we really, I fuck with dude. I mean, besides the wrestling, just personally, the chance I had to sit down and talk to him, he's a real good guy. And seeing what happened to him really fucked me up, because I think G Raver had that crown coming next. I mean, he was really doing some amazing things. I'm praying for the day he hits me up and tells me I'm ready for another booking, because I hound the fuck out of him for. I keep asking him how he's doing. Is there any closer? Are we getting close to it yet? Let me know, bro. How old is your baby daughter now? Shit, which one? I can't stop having kids. I got one that is almost 2 years old, and I have one that is about 2 weeks old, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, something like that. I can't stop having girls. My pullout game is weak as shit.
I think that's why you're outside right now, ain't it?
Yeah, I had to be outside unless my daughter would have thugged. Like, I got my almost 2-year-old, she would have jacked the phone and would have been talking mad cash shit. So I had to sit outside real quick. Shane Mercer and AWR, we've had him. Doors open for him to come back whenever he wants to holler at me. We've tried a couple times, things didn't work out, but hey, doors always open. I'd love to have Shane back. Shane is a beast. I support him and a lot of guys will see this, even if they don't work with us, I support what they do. Even if they have worked for us and they went different ways, I support what they do, man. I love these guys. I want to see Guido and AWR. Tell them to holler at me.
Johnny Fedeko said he wants to see Crazy Monkey. And I tell you what, if you bring in Jun Kasai, I'll buy 20 tickets.
We've tried.
He's costly.
It's a big budget. We'll put it that way. It's not out of the window, but you know it's got to make sense.
There's a reason why there's only one person that's did it in the last like 8-9 years.
Yeah, it's costly. You know, it's a big thing, and I think at the moment, unless it's our deathmatch tournament, I think it'd be too costly for us to try unless it's the deathmatch tournament. Now let that be a poke, let that be a hint, a rumor, but you know it is what it is. The door is open. You got to get Peter being Neil. Neil be back very soon. I don't have an exact date on that, but I promise Neil Cutter will definitely be back.
My dad says his dream match up here: Alex Colon, Akira, Murdoch in a 3-way AWR.
That's doable.
That would be a barn burner.
I mean, like I said, it got to make dollars to make sense. If it makes sense to us and they can work something out to get it popping, we'll definitely run with it. I have no problem with that. I love giving my fans what they want to see, honestly. I might be different from other promoters, but I love that.
Shane Mercer and Justin Kyle got mentioned there. That would be a great match.
I think they have win at it once before, but they ain't going at it like I'd want them to go at it. I like the bloody Shane. Bloody Shane's my favorite Shane.
Yeah.
That's my dream.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. We done went overtime, so y'all are cool people. There's a lot of people that want 45 minutes, an hour on the dot, so we appreciate that.
Hey, I'm open for whatever.
So we've always talked about this, and of course, when you get that date for AD2, I'll be right back on there.
Oh, definitely.
We'll have another one of these.
I appreciate you, brother, man. I appreciate all the fans. I'm about to go smoke me a blunt.
That's right. Me too.
Have a good night, guys. Come check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
August 23rd.
Yeah, August 23rd. Doors open at 6. Tickets are 20 front row. Right now, 10 general admission. Come check us out. You can get a VIP, a T-shirt, meet all the wrestlers for $40. September 26th.
Almost every match has a gimmick on it. So if you like hardcore wrestling, you like, versatile stuff, and you like gimmicks, it's definitely what AWR is going to bring that day. So everybody come check it out.
I got to give a shout out to who the fuck is Sam Mitchell. And then go check out my homeboy stream, Neon Navajo. He's a beast. He's the commentator for AWR. I promised him I'd say all this shit.
You almost forgot. Good thing you got it in.
Yeah, I got to, man. They're going to whoop my ass if I don't, bro. My commentary is going to cost double next time.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, guys. I'll see you August 23rd.
All right, brother. You guys have a good night. MDK for life.
For life. All day.
All day.
I let my chopper off on Facebook Live, yeah. I'm doing every drug on Instagram right now. I let my chopper off on Facebook Live, yeah. I'm doing every drug on Instagram right now. Yep, dip dab, dip dip dab, dip dip dab. In 5 minutes you can skip this ad. In 5 minutes you can skip this ad. Yeah, dip dip dab. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Metaphors and metal nature, leave you dead on a stretcher. Comedic intelligence with a melanin texture. I'm addressing the elephant. You fellas are stepping a weapon. X on my skeleton, a set of metal detectors. Yeah, tinted windows in a rental with a pistol, nigga. I can get you, but I'ma hit you on the instrumental presented by M-Ho. Yeah, and I'm M-Ho-Tep. Surgical like that medical expert. Now I got a 9-piece, aim it at your mind. Better pray, better find your God. I'm feeling like Pac, better call on Yahweh. Amen, Ra, nigga, find Allah. Find Allah, because I rip an artist to shred. That mean find your arm, leg, arm in your head. The shit inside of me is sick inside of me. Sticking gonorrhea, dick inside of a body that's already dead. I'm top dog like a bottomless pit. But I don't do tricks except when I'm cocking your bitch. She in the mall shopping for shit. She throwing a tantrum. Damn, I mean copping a fit. Face it, you ain't shit. But me and my brothers able to shape shift. 1 minute I'm Demi, the other minute I'm Kenny, the other minute I'm ape shit. Julius